What's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy DMV Hoodz and Newz. Welcome to the first episode right here, the Hoodz and Newz show, man. You know what I'm saying? Right here, coolin'. Shout out to Slab Lab Studios right here, man, for looking out right here. If y'all want a session or something, man, definitely holler at them, man. You know what I'm saying? The official sponsors, man, the Hoodz and Newz show right here. So you definitely want to pull up and get a session, man. You know, if you're in the PG County, even if you're in the city, anywhere in the DMV, man, they gonna be open for you. You know what I'm saying? 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Book a session, great prices. Shoot, they even got a snack session, man.
They even got a pole.
Yeah, they even got a pole.
They definitely got a stripper pole there.
It's a vibe in here.
It's facts. You got a stripper party while you having the session, man. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, man. So, yeah, man, first and foremost, I want to introduce the team. You know what I'm saying? First, Mr. Keys of the City himself, Elway right here. Go ahead and let him tell him about himself.
Okay, hold on. See, look, he fucked it up on the I'm affiliated. I ain't Keys of the City. I'm Elway. But I am a part of the team, so we got to make that clear. Shout out to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, the founder members of Keys to the City, every DJ, every host, whatever. But yeah, I ain't going to wrap y'all up. That's me, Elway. Don't forget the Southeast.
That's Southeast.
Elway Southeast. Whatever you want. Then we have Miss Genzel. Y'all know, the most controversial person on Instagram this moment. You know I had to bring her. You know I had to bring her. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and introduce herself.
Hey, I'm Genzel. I model and
star shit on it.
I talk shit, I speak facts, and that's just that. That's what y'all gonna get. Period.
Where you from, Genzel?
I'm from Southeast. I'm from 3rd Street Southeast.
Damn, she put the hood.
Okay, she put the hood out. I thought she was gonna say booby. I thought she was gonna say booby or something right there. You know what I'm saying? And then we got right here, you know what I'm saying, my boy Damo right here.
No
question. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Damo, bro. I don't know what else. What they want to know? What y'all want to know? I don't know. What should I say? I'm just Damo, bro. Follow me on Instagram, Damo, bro. I'm gonna be doing a sports segment from the Northeast side. Shout out to everybody from the Northeast. Shout out to District Sports AAU. And that's it. I can go on and on, so I ain't gonna wrap y'all up right now. Just got the first 5 minutes.
I should have plugged my Instagram.
Hey, y'all.
They got to edit and put my Instagram at the bottom.
My name is Genzel the model on Instagram.
She don't follow back either. She got like 2 of them, Jones.
Oh
my goodness.
I follow back.
Yeah, facts.
I follow back.
Maybe.
Don't I follow back?
I don't know. It depends.
I don't think you follow back on one of your pages.
It gotta be like
on one of them giants. On one of them giants you follow back. Yeah, one of them giants you follow back.
See.
All the time. But y'all already know who I'm is though, man. Hoodz and Newz, you know what I'm saying? You know.
From Largo.
Uptown Largo.
Where you from?
Largo Road.
Nigga right there.
Inside, you hear me?
Yeah, man. I'm from the grimy side though.
Grimy side.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna get right here straight to it though, man. You know what I'm saying? So what's the discussion right here, y'all?
How should we start this off, man? Y'all wanna like dive right into it, or y'all?
I think we should dive right into it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this, man. The horse and dickies, man, getting shut down due to gentrification off of 8th Street, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's frothish. That's sad.
So for me, I'm gonna say this because I'm the oldest member of this podcast crew. It saddens me because, you know what I'm saying, like I kind of like know the history of horse and dickies, and for me to make it to my age and then see, like, that's like a landmark to me. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like the big shit, like certain places you come in D.C., it's a staple. Right. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Boys, Horse and Dickies. We don't have a lot of black-owned businesses that lasted that long as Horse and Dickies. You know what I'm saying? Food or not. But for us to get to this point where our area is becoming so mixed, we used to be Chocolate City, that now, you know, Horse and Dickies don't matter no more, or they can't thrive on 8th Street. That's messed up to me. Like,
Now, one discussion they brought up that I kept getting on was 30 years of business and no ownership. You know what I'm saying? That was one criticism that was one criticism that they gave up. You know, was no ownership of the property. You know what I'm saying? How y'all could have something for so long but not want to own the property of the location. You know what I'm saying? How would y'all feel about that? And then just in general, how y'all feel about the lack of ownership of people that live in D.C.? You know what I'm saying? In general.
Yeah, that's a big thing, because you know you got a lot of people, like, gentrification has its pros and its cons. I really don't agree with it, but Gentrification is the problem. The problem is our people not putting ourselves in the right situation to thrive in the area with gentrification going on. You know, you got to change the way you do things. We can't just keep doing the same thing, keep depending on things, keep depending on welfare, keep depending on handouts. Nah, we got to thrive with gentrification. We got to grow with it. So, I don't know. We have to own. We got to learn. Own. Just like in the record industry, own the masters. I'm not too familiar with that, but the key is to own everything. For instance, like a lot of people they would start selling their grandparents' houses, just for money, for the fast money. Nah, keep that house. As long as you got a roof over your head, you good. You don't got to pay no mortgage. You don't got to pay no rent too much, nothing too high. So own. That's the key for everything.
Nice. You know what I'm saying? You got you.
I agree. I just feel like to become an owner is not that hard. Like the steps is here. DC provide like a lot to DC residents. I feel like a lot of these dudes need to start using their money for something better. Like a lot of y'all trap these places out when y'all could be investing in these places to keep them there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
So I feel like we bring it our own, like we giving it away automatically because you standing there, you know what that's gonna bring. Them taking it away. So why not invest into that and get on your shit and basically like, you know, you could be the owner of that. You could have something to do with that. Like I don't understand, like LLCs and stuff is like not that much. Patent and stuff like it's not that much.
But
like,
the only thing is, where are we gonna learn that? Because as from a young age, we don't teach our kids those type of things.
About this.
We don't.
We didn't know gentrification was going to happen
Until we started self-educating ourselves. But in school, what do we learn about? Math. What's the white guy that they say discovered America? Columbus, that guy. We learn about Columbus. They don't teach us about paying taxes. They don't teach us about things that are really important. So we got to start educating the younger ones, so they can begin to know, all right, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. So
yeah, that's true.
I want to keep my family house in the neighborhood.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up, neighborhood. I grew up around, Leroy Park, Elm Street. That's what I grew up around. My side of the neighborhood is the whole block gone. From Elm Street, U Street, T Street. Like I moved around there when I was like 98. All African American community.
Facts.
Jesse Jackson house was right there on T Street, right across the street. You know what I'm saying? And I literally watched homeowners, and like was not like fake. It was not like fake. Like everybody sold their homes because of choice. Because there was a lot of illegal things done. A lot of pressure that was put on people to sell their homes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people lost in fights. At the same time. And then. A lot of people were living in crazy conditions in them homes, and so forth. So, a lot of people just wanted to get away and so forth like that. So, my thing is this. One thing that I learned when I was reading a lot of documentaries is that there was a lot of discrimination also back in the days. A lot of people who did own them homes, they literally put their own money up and saved their own money to purchase these homes. There was a lot of discrimination in the banking systems, you know what I'm saying, where they would not give loans to African American families, a lot of them, and so there's a lot of economic discrimination, and that's how in the view side of things, that's how I look at gentrification. I look at it as classism and economic discrimination.
Say that word. Say them two words again. Economic
discrimination.
Boom.
And
classism. That's tough.
I'm right here.
I like that, my God.
Wow.
Everybody be thinking I just be burned out, though. I really be reading and studying my stuff.
His dictionary today.
I'm telling you, economic discrimination.
Yeah. That's basically what it is for real. It's for real.
But let me say this, because then we're gonna segue to statehood, right? So if anybody, when y'all watch this, you can comment if I'm incorrect. But I believe in Washington D.C., you can never own your property, but you can own a home.
On the property.
Right. So you gotta pay, because we pay property tax. So let's say like my people's own a house in Southeast. That house been in my family for 30 plus years, 40 years probably more. You know what I'm saying? And they own the house. You know what I'm saying? People own the house, but what if DC say now, because it's not a state, where in Maryland you can own your property, Virginia you can own your property, but DC is not a state. We can't own the property. What if the city come and say, we about to turn this into a hospital, and then just cut everybody a check, and then.
But then that's kind of like, I feel like that's kind of like what they've been doing with the neighborhoods, like Berry Farms. Like there's so many capers. They was doing that with a lot of neighborhoods, promising them things. And
I feel like the difference with that is that a housing project, right?
Mm-hmm.
We say Berry Farms, that was a housing project. I think Search and Core the same thing.
Same thing, right?
You can't own that.
Right.
This is like a Section 8 was an experiment, like a government experiment. Yeah. So because I can't own this, and then it's subsidized housing, like it basically makes you a slave to the system. Mm-hmm. Because okay, I'm gonna give you this cheap rent. You feel me? Like, and then
make you dependent.
Yeah, now you dependent in a way, and then it make you feel like, okay, I don't need my husband or my son father because I can pay this $30 rent on my own.
That's another little joke.
That was another thing. They kick all the fathers, and the father can't move in the household and all that stuff.
And then
man.
if you catch a charge, you can't technically stay there. Of course, we've been rules or whatever. But if you get caught, then they take your voucher. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you've been living like this for 15, 20 years, so of course when they come to them and they offer them money, you gotta take it because it's take it or not. Whatever you decide, we gonna take this. We about to knock this down anyway.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you go out Maryland, Fort Washington, Oxon Hill, Suitland, those areas again. I'm not gonna say worse and worse, but those areas are turning into a different type of areas than they were when we were growing up. They kicking everybody out the city. Now all you see in the city used to be Chocolate City. Now it's like
caramel.
It's caramel. It's the Oreo caramel junk though, not just caramel. The little white, the yellow Oreos. This shit's nasty as hell too. But yeah, that shit crazy. It's crazy. Like the whole Northeast side. I feel like Southeast gonna be next.
Yeah.
They already starting. But honestly, but it's condos everywhere. It's like the hood right here. Then you got big ass condos right next door. Like y'all don't know y'all around Trinidad right now.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I reside in Southeast right now too, and I moved down there. It's still a high African American population, and then one thing I noticed is people from all over parts of the city. Like me, I'm from uptown. I met people from it's people in Northeast, people in Southeast. I even met a couple people from Maryland living on the South Side now.
Maryland.
And I think now one thing. Gentrification is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We just have to combat it as best as we can. And I think one thing is we need to invest into Southeast and make it a better
That's
Southeast.
how I feel. I feel like.
I think we need to.
I feel like honestly,
Bowser.
Like I feel like honestly, like instead of like, bashing what goes on in the city so much, like help, like it's nothing positive being said, but. It's so many killings around here or robberies and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I also understand, like, they, like, who wants somebody on their property keep trashing it? Like,
but that's, you know what, though? All right, so boom. I was having this conversation the other day, right? So let me say this now. This is the perfect platform for this conversation. Our living conditions, right, is the reason why we kill each other. We try to hustle to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do the things we do. Nobody is intentionally like, I'm going to go outside and kill this nigga today. I don't think people were thinking like that. You feel what I'm saying? There's something that occurred, whether it was money, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we know it be women, niggas beef over women, whatever the case may be, but it's the living conditions. I don't think if we all was living in townhouses and upscale condominiums and mini mansions that we will be trying to kill each other the way that we are.
Okay, you know so how do y'all feel about like, okay, the people who get to a level where they can make it out but still stay. Why are they not now pouring back into that community? Now you could buy this Section 8 out. It don't got to be Section 8 no more. It could be according to income. And you don't think you gonna flip all of that money back? You don't think people gonna come if I could just live here and I could only gotta pay like $100 or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
That's just selfish.
Like I get tired of hearing people keep talking about how they make it out and they rapping like it's nothing. You're not doing nothing for the area. Like all of that buying T-shirts for kids and all of that. It's people homeless. Like you know what I'm saying? Like who cares about that?
Yeah, but it's in our community. When I say our community, I mean black community. It's always it's what Pac said. That's my favorite. Y'all will hear a lot of Pac quotes from me. All right. Pac and Malcolm X. That's my guy. Okay. It's what he say. It's gimme, push. That's what he said. That's how our community is. Gimme, Give me. So we give me that, and then we push it away.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how our community is in a way. Like we not like you go in a Jewish community, they got their own storefronts.
Fact.
They got everything, and it's together. They living together. They got their own communities, and then you come to us, and it's like, all right, I need this, but if I gotta take this from you so I can eat, or my family can eat, it's all right. If I gotta kill you so my family can eat, take this, I'm gonna do that. So we gotta come to a point where we, all right, brother, come here. I'm gonna help you out, boom, and I'm gonna help you out, boom, 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 boom. Be selfless for real.
That's wild though. You just said that right about the Jewish community. You know, like if you go in the Amish community, it's the same thing. Everything in here
Crazy,
is just,
right?
They got their own market.
Mm-hmm.
They got their own everything. Any community
market,
going outside
right.
of us,
We got food
they got their
deserts.
own. They run their shit. But you come in the black community, guess who running all the stores? The Asians. You feel what I'm saying? When you know you in the hood, you know you in the hood when you go in there and it's an Asian motherfucker behind the counter. But if you go in a white neighborhood, ain't no Asians in there. I've been like I was doing Instacart, right?
Yeah.
And they send you like you could get liquor. Mm-hmm. So like it's like wine and spirits. They don't call them liquor stores out once you get outside the hood. It's wine and spirits, right?
Uh-huh.
So they send you to the store and there's white people in there. But when
with no bulletproof glass.
No bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
Nothing. You can go. Look, you can literally as soon as you walk in the door, it's wine right there. You could pick up a case of this shit and walk out the door. That's how sweet it is. Nothing behind the counter. Everything is open space. And it's all white people working the register. Right. But when you come in black communities, we not the owners. Like back to what we were saying about Horse and Dickies, we not the owners of our shit. Like it could be ours, but we don't own it. You feel what I'm saying? Like we wearing all black shit right now. Look, he got the museum on.
No question.
You got no question, no secret on. I got no question, no secret on. So it's like we can support black businesses all day, but they gotta be owners of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with Malik. Malik making moves,
good
like
man.
You know what I'm saying? And no
good
disrespect,
man.
I'm gonna shout out to any black man that's doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he took it to another level. So like me growing up, it was hobo, madness, shooters,
Saab Beato. They It's
no. You can put them in there. You gotta mention them.
But they that black owned.
Yeah. So but that's cool though. We can put them in there. We all won. You know what I'm saying? Scrapers, whatever, on and on, right?
Ooh.
But E was the first person that I saw
Us.
that you can, not only for us, you can walk in Shoe City and it's right there.
Shoe City, DTL.
They don't got it hidden. They don't
Right
got it
there, right on the
stuff.
front, right next to New Balance hoodie right there, Eat hoodie right there.
And also, he's not like, I hate when people get a certain type of status and they can't be among their people.
Man, he a real
You see, man, I used to see him riding the scooter down 8th Street, like,
real.
damn, Slim.
He a real
With
nigga.
Yeah, real dude.
They did a youth event not too long ago, flag football. They do endless youth things. So
They do a lot of uplifting stuff. Him, J-Rock, and it's another one. What's
Jimmy
the
Block.
other one?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother.
Good man.
Okay, JR.
That
No,
was
little
J.R.
something. Little something.
Yeah, so like so when we say, she said earlier, we ain't saying everybody. Some people do for the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's some people that they made it out of this motherfucker and they don't be want to have nothing to do.
I'm not like
with this area.
I feel like you can make it out and don't gotta look back, but you can make it out and still pour in too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you helping like building something like so it won't be how it was when you was growing up here or the struggle you went through for somebody else. You don't gotta come back here. You don't gotta be in the hoods. Nobody asking you to stand
Man,
outside.
no, you gotta come to the hood, cause that's where it all started. You hear me? You gotta come back. If you from the hood and you leave the hood and you not pouring back into the hood, man, you.
I don't think that. I don't think they should.
Yeah, they don't gotta come. They don't necessarily gotta come.
What's your definition of coming back?
Coming back and being around the block and hanging out like everybody.
No, that's not my
wants
definition.
Okay,
though.
what's your definition?
My definition of coming back is pouring resources into that hood. You feel me? Pouring resources. Like a lot of good men that I shout out to my brother Trayon, like you said, Jimmy. They from the hood. They from the south side. I do a lot of work with them. But what I notice is they might not still live in that area, but just about every day they got offices in the area. They doing shows. They got their non-profits. Shout out to Manpower DC, the district sports, all of that, man. It's about the youth. I'm big on the youth, so that's the main. Pouring back in, you're not just pouring in the people. You pouring in resources to the people. Shout out to Tony Lewis. You giving resources and you putting shit Are we cursing on this though?
Yeah.
We cursing.
Alright,
I'm having some kids
hold on.
watching this.
We gotta get a YouTube check, so not too many cuss words. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's still keep it a little
You know what I'm
PG.
saying? I'm trying to break up. We keep it PG-13. You know what I'm saying?
Pull back, give back. That's all, man. Any way you want to do it.
Yeah, man.
What's my man name? Leo Corn. Leo Corn, don't cut us. Look, we need to check. Don't look. We ain't trying. We not from the ghetto. We little bougie ghetto. It's like nah. But,
yeah, man.
Alright, I like that. I like see this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that. That was.
Go ahead.
Whole tab. So yeah, man. As we think about this gentrification going on and stuff like that, we still having a high crime rate, man. Last year alone, DC alone. Had 180 homicides. I think they say that hasn't been that high since the early 2000s. You know,
that's when it murder capital.
You know, we got a lot of people that's from out of town. Oh, we get 400, but one getting any homicides is a no bueno.
Yeah, thank you. Listen,
like what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So any amount of homicides is killing amongst each other is a no bueno for one. But if you really want to put that out there, it's a much smaller city for one. You know what I'm saying? So a homicide in one community could affect the whole city or a whole quadrant or something like that.
Do you know how fucked up how messed up your mental has to be for you to be on the internet bragging about, oh, well, we got more bodies. We tougher. You know what I'm saying? Like when I be saying, first of all, when I see these people in the comment section, I automatically like, you a cornball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're on the internet talking like this. I don't care. And if you on the internet and you really living like that, you really a fool, because now you on here, you going back and forth with somebody in the comment section about whose city and state got more murders. As if that's something cool because we only killing each other. You know what I'm saying? But then don't let nobody get killed by a cop. Then we all fake angry for a day and everybody posting F12 and da-da-da-da. And then it's right back to normal.
Right.
Black on black crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen, like, and I be saying, look, I done seen a lot in my lifetime. I've been through a lot. I experienced a lot. You know what I'm saying? You want my government name, you can Google me, you can see for yourself. I've experienced it. It's not something I'm talking about. I seen from my window. I've been in the field. And it's nothing to brag about. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done lost, everybody right here done lost somebody. Way before their time. You know what I'm saying? Teens, early 20s, gone. You feel me? They not coming back. For what? Senseless violence. Somebody stepped on my shoe. Or he smashed my baby mother, or he tried to talk to my baby mother, or you know what I'm saying? Goofy stuff like, and if we thinking that that's it, that's not living. You know what I'm saying? That ain't living. Owning a business is living. Everything that we just talked about earlier, that they said that we not teaching in school, it's our job to teach you, but you gotta listen. Y'all can, just like how you can go in the shade room and you can go and find out every little piece of gossip and tell the world that. You need to tell the world how to get some money. Like I said, I posted a post the other day about the tax refund. Everybody, you want to get all the kids Jordans, you want to get everybody fly, Chanel this, Gucci that, and you didn't invest not one penny of that money, and now you broke in less than 4 weeks, and it's back to check the check again. When you could have took that money and invested in something. It only take a little bit of money. People think you need $10,000, $20,000 to it. You don't. A little bit of money can go a long way if you make a sound investment or you try to find yourself a hustle. If you can cook, say, you know what? I'm going to get my food handler's license. I'm going to do this legit, and I'm going to really sell food. I'm not going to just sell plates on the side as a little side hustle, and then somebody gets sick and then try to sue me, and then it's something else. You know what I'm saying? Do it legit.
Facts.
Turn it into a real legitimate business. Like we said again, ownership. Get a little LLC. I don't think it costs nothing like $250. Take that money, get your LLC, get your food handler's license. You got food stamps, so you ain't paying for the food. And if you don't got food stamps, you're not a buy 'em. Come on now, we black. We ain't about to act like we don't know what's up. And then you get your food for half or for free, and then you hustle your way back, and now boom, you done made a profit. But I can't tell y'all, you know.
Facts. Man, I agree.
Facts. Hold up. We went back from homicide back to ownership. We just keep going back to that discussion.
Yeah, man. Because we don't want to make everybody sad. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
but we gotta address the truth, because these Jones like the
we gotta tell. It's because I feel like if we did other things, then the homicide rate wouldn't be so high.
They not teaching that real spirit.
I think y'all need to just keep it cutthroat.
I think,
man, that's
one thing.
Nobody keeping it cutthroat.
One thing I notice is now See, when we look back in the days when the homicide rate was like 300, 400, this was within people that was in the streets, you know what I'm saying?
It was money.
It was all over money, you know what I'm saying? All over money. Now, today, I can't even think of the reason why. It's senseless. Even though back in the days it was senseless, you know what I'm saying? This is just senseless. Like, ain't no ands if or buts about it. I don't know what's going on out here, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it starts in the household. The parents, we need to hold our kids accountable for their actions. We can't be friends. There be a lot of parents that are friends with their kids. You know, I work in the school system, so you come in, I see a lot of parents, they coming in, they talking to their kids like they their best friend. Like, oh, girl, do this. And like, what? Nah, that child 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. So you cannot be friends with your kids. We need to get back to disciplining our youth before the police and the government and the streets do it for us. And that's kind of like what we saying. That's kind of like what we saying. Like these people that are in control want to limit our discipline that we have with our kids. Like, for instance, when I was in school, I used to get whoopings by my teachers.
Yo,
I went to Barnard Elementary School. That's on Decatur Street. That's in Northwest. My mother worked in the school. I got a butt whooping in front of the class. Then my mother whooped me in front of the class. Then I got home and got another whooping.
But let's not forget, we can't always reflect back on the past, because this is a whole generation of youth teaching youth now.
Yeah.
And
but the past is where it's at, though, man. That's where the
exactly.
But okay,
not
so look,
now.
the
And y'all know how much is going with
that's
child abuse and people overhitting kids.
Oh, that's the problem, though. That's the problem. We trying to
be
be too advanced. Nah, man. After that structure, we was us for a reason. We let people change the way we really are. We were strong people that had our own values, like the Native Americans. They treat their kids how they want to be treated. They treat their kids how they always be treated. We got to get back to that. We got to get back to the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Your kid up the block is my kid too. That type of thing. We can't just, let's make laws to change this, to do this. Nah, we got to get back to that hard love, that tough love. Because that's what we built on. We are strong people. All of our people. We strong people. We got to get back to that. That's my opinion, though. You feel me? But we got to get back to that.
All right, so boom. I think that one thing that affected that a little bit, not the in the home part, but the community part, because I was raised by my community. Like, if I did something crazy and somebody in my neighborhood seen it, they're going to snitch. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'll be held accountable for my actions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or if they seen me, they might pull me up and be like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that came from years and years of me. You know what I'm saying? They seen me when I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on and on and on. This same community of people. Up and down my whole, like he said, on Elm Street, on my whole block, everybody, it's all black homeowners right here. You know what I'm saying? Now, across the street is the apartments, but right here in this little cul-de-sac is all black. And, like, we all grew up, so, like, if this is Mr. Gravely and he got kids, I grew up with his kids. If this Mr. Taylor, I grew up with his kids. You know what I'm saying? So we all play together, so it's only right that they look out for, you know what I'm saying? But now, with us being displaced, you take certain quarters now, and I only knew your kids for 3 years, and then now y'all move out PG. You know what I'm saying? Or you move uptown, or you move somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Because now you don't have your house in the quarters no more. They tear Berry Farms down. Now you got to move up Park Chester, you got to move further up. Now you in a whole nother neighborhood where
probably beefing with.
Exactly. Now I don't know these people, so how can I embrace your child? I mean, even though we should, because we all black, but how can I embrace your child like my own when I'm just meeting you? You know what I'm saying? And but I do think that we should, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I know, like, she's a mother and I know her child, like, and I see him every day, and I see somebody fucking with her child, you know what I'm saying? I should step up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my own. Like, I shouldn't just let this occur because, that ain't my kid or whatever. Nah, he is my kid to a degree, because if we, you know what I'm saying, it's our community. If we don't look out for each other, who gonna look out for us? It ain't the police. It ain't the mayor. You know what I'm saying? They don't care.
Oh, man. It ain't the mayor, man. Speaking on the mayor, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got one more question? You got one more you want to speak on? No. Okay. What's that, man? Mayor Muriel Bowser. How long she's been in the office? What, 4, maybe 5
That's the lady that don't like Mumbo songs, right?
She didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, that.
She don't know.
She didn't even know what it was.
This woman grew up in Northeast Michigan Park. You know what I'm saying? Ain't the roughest part of Northeast.
I did not know.
It ain't the roughest part of Washington D.C., but it's heavily
Everybody
culture.
knows mumbo sauce.
Like,
Period.
I don't like mumbo sauce, though.
You gotta like it.
That's the reaction I got since I was little. I've never liked mumbo. I don't like no sauce, though. Even on salad. I eat that shit. Salad dry.
Plain Jane.
Plain Jane, you hear me?
His
I just can't- hold on.
dry.
No.
He need water
Hold up.
ASAP.
How
He
you
eat his
eat
chicken.
water?
I mean, drink water ASAP. Like you just eat your chicken.
I'm still
sugar,
standing on the.
french
I'm
fries,
still
no
standing on the
ketchup,
mumbo sauce.
no.
No mumbo sauce.
No mumbo sauce.
Well, he don't got
I don't even like
mumbo
ketchup,
sauce,
though.
Cause hold on,
I like ketchup when they put it on the burgers when I go to Wendy's and
Hold
stuff,
on,
but
let's
I don't
be
like
real, though.
ketchup.
I'm not saying he has to
No,
like
listen,
it.
no,
like that,
listen,
right?
listen. Did a black man create mumbo sauce?
Don't give me with this Chicago DC.
No, I'm
debate.
not.
Just
No,
talking
I'm not
about-
going that far with it. This is just, I just want a simple answer. Did a black man make mumbo sauce?
We made mumbo sauce for what it is. I don't know.
Of course
the
we
answer.
embraced it, but we didn't make it. Some
Nah,
Asians whipped it up and
I don't think Asians.
mumbo
I
sauce.
don't think
think
Asians
Asians made it.
started
Well,
that.
whoever. We need it, because
I
that's
don't
what I
think
want to know.
Asians
Hold
started
on.
that.
So before we go any further, right? You, the community that are watching this podcast, we need your help. We need to find out who made mumbo sauce. And we're going to,
Facts.
episode 2, we're going to talk about that. Because I want to know. Because if it was Mama, Son, and them, he don't got to like it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
But
out
if
to
it
my
was,
man.
but if it was Ma Dukes, then it's like, hey, bro, you gotta give mumbo sauce.
Yeah,
a
you know that
chance.
Kool-Aid, you gotta like Kool-Aid.
The Chinese people made that huff sauce. That's what they made. They,
I
they
agree.
Made, they
Oh,
didn't.
That running
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah,
I
that
agree.
sweet and sour. They made that. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you put mumbo
Baltimore,
sauce
they
on your
got that.
glizzies?
Yes. It's the capital city. I always get the capital city
You look
red
like
high
a
space
freak
and
nigga that would put mumbo sauce
Yes.
on your glizzy.
I don't go that far.
He
I
went
just
to
eat, like,
Northwestern
chicken
High
and
School,
stuff.
y'all. He
He's a
graduated from
glizzy
Northwestern.
connoisseur.
No, I went to
He
college.
graduated from Northwestern.
I went
That's
to
a word. That's a
What?
big word. Connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
Okay, so
Yeah. He did
off
say
the
he bougie
glizzy conversation.
And the mumbo. I don't know where we got to the mumbo sauce conversation. I don't know where that came from.
Because Muriel Bowser didn't know what it was. She
Yeah.
didn't even know what it was.
That's crazy.
And you know what's kind of ironic? She said that right after she won her second term.
Yeah, second
It's
term.
like after this, like, okay, I'm gonna just say what I want to say now.
She
A lot of
Oreo
these
now.
politicians are.
She kind of already was.
All right, so boom, let's get back on the serious note. So, bang, we talking about Bowser. So, there was a video. You may or may not have seen it. It went viral. A shooting occurred in this video in Southeast. Her response. So, there was a press conference.
Right.
A white reporter, if I'm not mistaken, he looked white. I don't know if he was white or not. He looked
He
white.
was white.
All right. Asked her a question about what did he exactly ask her? Like, how did she feel about it, or what did she?
Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
What would
and
your
then-
what would your reply be to the family?
Yeah, that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
And this insensitive, bean-head woman said, "Let's talk about DC statehood."
Like, man,
Listen,
like who's she playing with?
first of all, you are in a position of power. You are the mayor of a major city, the nation's capital. You cannot be that even if you're insensitive, you still have to answer the question. That was because it wasn't out of lines. He wasn't out of bounds for asking you the question because it happened in your city.
He stated that he tried to ask you behind scenes, but you insisted that he asked you right here. Like, I'm confused.
And
Like,
the way that she was so sharp, so no emotion,
she had
you know
no
what I'm saying?
compassion.
No compassion
And
whatsoever.
I don't like that.
And it's like, this is our mayor. Now look, like I said, I'm old school. I come from
What mayor you come from?
Mayor Marion Barry.
For life.
For life.
You did.
For
life.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the real story. When this man, this is after he came home,
And
right?
they set him up.
Yeah, and they set him up. The
Yeah.
B set him up. Look,
Yeah.
the man came home. He was running for mayor again, right?
Mhm.
I'm a little bitty boy. Listen, when I say this man campaigned through Southeast, he had his little crew. He was going door to door, knocking on your door, hugging people and shaking hands, bruh. Real live. Like, this not no play shit. There wasn't no social media back then, so we ain't got no video footage, right? But I stamped on my mother.
Authentic. Real authentic.
You know what I'm saying? How many mayors have you met that's been in your neighborhood, not on a press conference, not with the police, just coming through your neighborhood to say, you know what? I'm the mayor of this city. What do y'all need?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Marion Barry, you know what I'm saying? He was in touch with
people.
the city, with the
Mhm.
people. He was a people's mayor. You know what I'm saying? Like, ironically, he's from Chicago.
I was just about to say that. Not even from the city.
Not even from the city, but he embraced us and we embraced him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I, like, we haven't had a mayor like that since.
Really?
Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
He used to be with
How long
Martin
has he
Luther
been in DC since he moved out here?
Who? Mayor Bird? I
Yeah.
don't know. I was a kid, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. He from DC.
King. Look at that.
I don't care if he living in Chicago. None
He
of
was
that.
solid, man.
He embraced DC like it was his home.
No, he did.
Solid.
So, hey. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But-
what a lot of these politicians are, man. They not. It's all a show for.
Trayon
them.
White
That's why I
is, though.
respect.
Shout
that's
out
why I
Trayon,
respect Trey.
Trayon, the most solid
Definitely.
politician I ever met in my life.
Mhm.
Councilmember Ward 8.
Facts.
When I say he been in the trenches, anytime anything happens, he's trying to figure out a way to help.
And I hate when people be in his comments
Oh my
bashing
God.
him like
He's some
why
type of
you not
superhero.
here? Why you let this happen at the school? Like
He's only a
the
councilman.
same people who be bashing him with them comments is that you need to have that talk with your son who outside doing shit.
Hello.
I'm telling you, a lot of these other council members, they just
Like,
show up when it's time to
Yeah,
march or something.
Yeah,
Nah,
he's not
bro.
listen, that man is not bulletproof. He's not a superhero. He's a human being, but he has compassion
Father.
and he cares. You don't even got to question that man cares. You see it. You know what I'm saying? He's solid, man. Like, he really trying to help our communities, the communities that are still urban. You know what I'm saying? Still predominantly black. He did by himself. Dude ain't nothing but like 5'5".
So, would y'all say?
Out there.
Would y'all say? If he ever would go for a mayor?
If he ran for mayor, he would win. I feel like, but I don't know. Now DC kind of like a little,
And then, you know
what I'm saying?
And
I
you know,
don't
like the gentrifiers kind of got on his back. You know what I'm saying? About I feel like they're kind of nitpicking on him because they know he has a majority of the supporters from DC natives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of a nitpick. You know, they was just saying all type of stuff. You know, I remember he had made a video about what was it? What was it? Something about the clouds or something like that. And you know, it was like conspiracy theory type of thing. Yeah, the weather. You know, and so forth. And then they got him. Oh, he anti-Semitic. You know, and just petty stuff. You know, they trying to pick up
It
on
was
him.
real though. Like I remember one time it snowed. I thought this was the bid. I
Yeah,
went
it was
outside.
real
I took a
snow.
snowball
Yeah.
and I lit it on fire and it turned
that.
black.
That was like 2013.
Snow's
12.
supposed to melt. It's ice. Like it's a form of ice. Like
That
it's
was
supposed to melt.
Plastic snow.
I felt crazy,
Yeah.
like, cause I thought that this was like a broom challenge or something. I was like, oh yeah, all right, they faking. I went
He
gathered
said
some
it
snow.
was plastic snow.
It was, and I lit it on fire, and it didn't melt. It wasn't even a drip of water. If you put fire
So
to
it's
something
snow.
that's cold, it's supposed to melt. I put the fire to it, turned black, no water. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? But don't be woke, cause then they try to come and kill you.
I hate when we, but I hate when we,
They gonna shut down
be
everything on
like
my.
knowing stuff and then do it ourselves, but we still eat, we still put stuff in our body.
I know, that
we
sucks,
still
man.
like we still do
I'm
it.
bad,
Like
cause I eat McDonald's and I be knowing
Like
I
y'all,
should eat that
man,
shit.
eat McDonald's, man. That's wow.
I hate
That is
McDonald's, but
worst
when it's
place
time and times is hard, man, you got
Hebrew
yeah.
National.
ever. You hear me?
No, Hebrew National was actually
I get the
expensive.
McFlurry though from McDonald's.
Hold on.
Shout out to the McFlurry. That's it.
Hold on, Hebrew National is kind of expensive, man. Now, if I'm on rough times, I'm gonna get the banquet. You know what I'm saying? The $2 chicken hot dog pack. That's what I'm going to get with. I'm not gonna, and I wouldn't even get that though. I gotta at least give me like a ballpark or something, man.
I still eat oodles and noodles.
A ballpark what?
He talking about glizzy.
You know, it's crazy. I ate
Oh.
what?
Ballpark what? No, this is a microphone. Don't
Yeah.
we ain't doing that. Glizzies, he talking about glizzies and shit, man. We ain't doing that.
could we
man.
get off this subject of glizzy?
Why would you get all that?
man.
I'm just stirred.
You said ballpark.
Like he keep bringing
I'm
it
just
up.
stirred.
I'm like, nah, I like Hebrew National Glizzies. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And if they ain't got no Hebrew Nationals, they got the what's it called, Nathan's. You know?
Nathan's are
I
the long
Never
ones.
heard of them.
Damn.
Oh, hold up.
No, they're
Run up
thin.
that with a joke.
They're thin,
long.
right? And they're long. They in
She's
the
like a
green
bit of
top.
log, huh?
Yeah, this nigga, hold on. See, we got big. We don't want y'all to be like, oh, this is super serious and
No,
like,
for real.
I gotta tune in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know.
Yeah.
But now we talk about.
I'm sorry,
Bowser.
hot dogs be good as fuck though.
Ice. You eat glizzies?
What? Yes, but I fry mine. Like they gotta be like
Yeah, I fried
Outside.
glizzies. I fried my glizzies.
onions and
got a
mustard.
whole-
Next
I
topic.
fried glizzies, man.
So we talk
Damo,
about.
you eat glizzies?
No, we didn't say that.
That's my child.
Oh, you want
I don't
it?
know about it. You know what I'm saying?
We eat.
Java, you eat glizzy? We don't even gotta say glizzies. Do you eat hot dogs?
That make it sound worse. Hot dog.
Oh man.
He eat hot dogs.
No.
Everybody eat hot dogs. Everybody eat hot dogs.
They don't want to admit it.
Hold on.
but
Listen. All right, we talked about Bowser.
We didn't really finish about Bowser.
Because it ain't too much we got to say. We don't give her too much airplay.
She's trash.
One thing I do want to have a question on that. What is the benefit of a 51st state? That's one thing I want to speak about. Since she making this such a big issue.
I don't know.
Statehood.
I didn't even tune in because see what would make people tune in is if she would have gave compassion and answered that question. Then maybe somebody would care about statehood. Nobody cares about that right now.
I don't really kind
we
of
care about our community.
And then I met somebody that was in DC government. He was just like, man, if this become a state, we probably gonna lose more benefits of being, the district than actually. It'll be more cons than pros.
That helped me through college. We man.
Oh yeah, that's how I got to pay for UDC. I got my little grant from being a DC resident. You know what I'm
telling you.
Shout out to whoever put that money in that grant. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting a little used books, so I had a little change left.
That helped me. Shout out to Morgan State, the greatest university in America.
What?
The
Okay.
game, not
What's
just
the next
black,
topic?
Hold on, I was trying to get to the rappers. Like, we got to talk about the rappers, too.
Let's talk about it.
We got to talk about the rappers, man.
This
we started off serious, now we got to,
wait to get to
so
this
if you
point.
made it to this point, because people might be like, oh, I don't want to hear this bullshit. Listen.
We was talk about the rappers. Politics.
So look, hold on. Before we get into the rappers, like all the rappers, I want y'all opinion on the DMV flow.
I like it. I don't have an issue with it. I'm gonna keep it on.
We gotta hear my man because he be going in.
The reason why I don't have an issue with it is because that's our sound. Every city, because what a rapper brought this up. Every city has their own sound. You know what I'm saying? Bay, wow, wow, wow. I don't know if that's Detroit or the Bay. I don't know what I'm trying to make it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you just did.
New York.
He said, wow, wow. What?
Cool in the game.
No, y'all get know what I'm trying to say, like the West Coast sound. Down. They use the G-funk type of.
Hold on, the Bay Area in California, the Bay Area is in California, but the Bay Area sound in northern and southern California got two different sounds though.
But it's similar in a way though.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Listen, the Bay Area is like E40.
Yeah, but like that type of sound, yeah.
The Southern California is the Dr. Dre's, you know what I'm saying, Snoop Dogg's and the high low.
They all kind of are alike. They're not alike, but they're like.
That's like saying DC and Baltimore the same.
Because then with hyphy, like when they came out with the hyphy sound, that was Bay Area. Southern California wasn't doing that.
Like Too Short, you got Too Short, and then you got Easy.
Too Short is from the.
But at the end of the day, they
Two
still
different-
kind of
yeah,
in the
those
20.
different.
I think they kind of use that old school 70s, 80s soul sound, but in their own different ways though. I think that's what it is though. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I've noticed that with a few artists.
Right,
but
to your point.
But the point is that every city, like, you know what I'm saying, every major city has their own sound, and I think, you know what I'm saying, I think it kind of gets oversaturated out here though. You know what I'm saying? Oversaturated. I think everybody has similar, like everybody sounds the same. But you know, if you have like let's say a popular artist out here, a Zan man who uses something like the DMV flow, then you got a Money Ma that uses the DMV flow, but they hold DMV, but they don't sound nothing alike. So I'm saying, my thing is, if you use the DMV flow, that's fine, but just make sure you stand out and make sure you sound like in your own way. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Dom, how you feel about it?
The DMV flow, I don't know. I'm not too, man. I don't know, honestly. I love DMV rap, but I'm not the biggest fan of it.
So who your favorite DMV rapper?
My favorite DMV doesn't have to be. Can I put an S on the end of that? I really don't have a favorite. I'm cranking
top three.
Top three. Alright, top three. I'ma say the Young and No Savage. I like, cause I'm around the youngest all day, so that's all they listen to. No Savage. He got his own different little style. So I like No Savage. He cool. Jay-Z Rip. He probably my favorite one right now. For real. He got his own little style. Like he got a style for the ladies, then he got his own little style for the street. So I like J.G. Riff. And I gotta go to Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore. I lived out there for a little while.
We say DC.
My good man. Oh, you say DC?
Yeah.
My fault.
No, you
My
said
fault.
DMV.
You said DMV?
Hold on, no disrespect to Baltimore.
No disrespect to B-more,
I got
Donnie.
some good men in
But
B-more. I
We
love
said
y'all.
DC, Mo.
Baltimore is not a part of the DMV.
It's
Just
not.
to make that clear.
B-more,
But
man.
shout out
We gonna
to
get to that discussion in a minute.
I love y'all. When I'm in Baltimore, I'm in
Yeah,
Baltimore.
that's-
It's
so
yo's and dummies. It ain't no Mo and Slim. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, shout out my dummies. You know
But
what
some
I'm
people
saying?
have different opinions. That's why I didn't say nothing about it up
Yeah,
front.
yeah, that's
But people have
understandable.
different opinions with the DMV.
We
Yes.
having that.
Look,
I agree with them, though.
That's
I just-
another debate too.
That's
Who
not
was in
another
the
county.
Who was in the
They're not part of
DMV
it.
and who's outside
Yeah,
the DMV?
yeah,
But
yeah.
so he only gave us 2.
So one more.
You don't
You're
gotta worry
not gonna
about
make
it.
me do a top 3, are you?
Nah,
Oh.
I want your opinion on the DMV flow.
Oh.
No Savage and JG. That's what I'm going with. I'm gonna think of more later.
Nah.
Ferrari 5. Shout out to Ferrari 5. That's
What
good
am I?
man.
What am I? Oh,
The DMV flow.
the DMV flow. I mean, I don't feel like we want sound. I feel like everybody got a different flow. Like everybody.
Did
like,
we steal that from
now,
Atlanta?
now let me say this.
Nobody say.
I hate
Let
that
me
discussion.
let me say this.
That's a man. That's,
Let me say
that
this.
makes me
I
hot.
feel like everybody flow different, but everybody talk about the same thing.
Mm.
That's what like had you like, damn, like is he rapping like him? Because you might hear like, damn, like they talking about the same thing. Like nobody is. It's hard. Like we got some people who set the vibe. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
So who are some artists that do not sound alike?
I mean, a lot of people, like you just said, okay, like, all right, so I can rip them off. I listen to all
And
of
it
them.
don't just gotta be artists that
I
we know
can,
about.
I can name them. Like, Zan don't sound like Ma, right? Ma don't sound like 3 Black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 3 Black don't sound like Hoodz.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Hoodz.
Like,
Shout out,
man.
man.
I can go on and on. Like you said, No Savage don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's too many artists. Let me like,
Where's hip hop?
like really think. You said where's hip hop
Where's hip hop?
in the DMV?
In a DC. I gotta get used to saying DMV. DMV, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because we got this for the DMV.
Of course. Shout out to the
You know what I'm saying?
DMV.
We all Washingtonians.
We all
here.
Washingtonians.
We all
so, this for the
Washingtonians.
DMV.
Ain't no Maryland, quote unquote, Bama's. You know, I fuck with Maryland though. Shout out to y'all. Though.
But, damn, I probably said that fast. He was saying,
3 Black don't sound like.
yeah.
Don't
Who
sound
like, you know what I'm saying? It's too many, like, Wale don't sound like Fat Trail.
Facts.
Fat Trail don't sound like Shock Lizzy. You
Fact.
know what I'm saying? Shock Lizzy don't sound like Lion H. Baller. Like, it's too.
Walk downhill don't sound like none of them.
Yeah, so it's.
Everybody got their own
But
sound.
I feel like there is a DMV flow that exists, and I think a lot of people that don't have a.
I feel like that was in the beginning.
I would say I ain't gonna say people that don't have a time. I think that people that just first start rapping that decide today, all right, I want to be a rapper because everybody else doing it, right? I think they go to that sound.
But like my thing is like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
What's the problem of doing it? Like you finding yourself like.
There's nothing
You
wrong
know what
with
I'm saying?
it.
Like that's but people
Man,
don't see
the
it like
problem
that.
is, y'all, we need to stop rapping and get back to the crank. That's the problem.
Yeah.
First of all, from the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. Hold on, let me finish this. Let me finish this. Let me finish this. Let me finish though. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Nobody
We
can hear all that.
we gotta be authentic. We from the city, first of all. We from
Yeah.
the city, Maryland, and then you got a little bit of Virginia, right? We got our own fashion. We don't wear Gucci. We don't wear none of that. We started off wearing our own
right.
stuff. You have cause this. I'm passionate about this right here.
See,
This right here.
Now,
Look. Go. I grew up. All the best rappers in the 80s and the 90s. They were in go-go bands. You hear me? Besides,
Please bust
besides,
it.
what's
Yeah, what's going
my
down?
what's some good rappers from the city? There was a couple good rappers from the
Like
city.
Stinkadink.
Stink. What's the my good man from Paradise Father? Fat Rodney.
Rodney.
You got a lot of them.
Okay,
but
One Way Booty.
we are go-go. We are.
from Bury Farm.
Yeah, but they in their interview they still said we are a go-go city. We gotta get back to that. We gotta be authentic. That's not like be everybody else. Let's
Now-
get back to the crank.
Hold on, cause we
You
on the
feel me?
clock. Let me stop you right there in your tracks. Put the brakes on it, my man.
Period.
Now, go-go is original when you talking about rollertons, congos, drums, etc., right? But let me be clear, this is no disrespect to no go-go bands, because this is a
I
fact
don't
what I'm
want
about
to
to
hear
say.
no rapper.
Oh, man.
Go-go.
No, hold on. They
She
took a
probably
lot,
grew up in go-go.
my era go-go.
Definitely.
In my era go-go, they
Yeah, me.
took radio songs and just made a go-go version of
And
it.
I heard the
I got
go-go
another-
versions before the radio songs, and they crank harder.
But that's cool, but you talking about originality. What's original about you taking somebody's song, you put a little
That's
twist
your
on it.
that's
I got
our
an
culture.
argument. Hold on, I got
That's
an
our
argument.
culture.
I got an argument on
I
this.
did not know "Feels Good" was a regular song until like last month.
But that's
I
bad.
got an argument on that.
Let's go.
Though. Music is always recycled. Always.
My God, thank you. All of it.
The only difference is now with
all of it.
I never heard.
What's that white guy? Elvis Presley.
I never heard
he
Michael
took our
Jackson
sound.
remake a Prince song.
No,
Me
But you
either.
heard Michael Jackson remix a song before, maybe?
take a James Brown song.
Exactly, bro. That's all. That's us. That's our
I don't
people.
know.
We remix stuff and make
But
it better.
The only difference is that
I think that's the reason why. Because me personally, this is my opinion of go-go, right? Because I love go-go. I'm a Washingtonian, right? But
Who's your favorite?
the part of go-go I like is like a UCB. When they made original songs,
Like what?
Sexy Lady.
That's not an original song.
Whose song is it?
I don't know, but I felt like I heard that.
No, that
you
ain't
might be
an
right.
original
man.
song.
it's like an
Right.
old remake of an old song.
I feel like I heard it
That's an
before.
original song, man.
Don't quote me on that, though.
That's an original song.
Yeah,
And you got
UCB cool.
UCB had a lot of original songs.
Yeah.
I think that's what hold that he'll go back from going national. Because let's be clear,
Just people being selfish.
Junkyard Band, shout out Wink. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who else is
We were
still
just on the
alive.
BET
Rest in peace to
Awards,
Pop. Rest in peace to Heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Straight out of Berry Farms. Like,
Shorty Pop.
yeah, Shorty Pop was the one.
Definitely,
Like,
Heavy
all right, so real quick,
Rossi.
they would sign to Def Jam, and this was in the 80s. You feel what I'm saying? Sardines and Pokemans. This is like, but then EU, they had songs with Kid and playing Salt and Pepper back in the day. Like, this before everybody else's time, but like I'm saying, Go-Go, when it was original, was out breaking outside of our area. But once we put that radio twist on it, it kind of like stayed regional.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think they was leaving
Not
it.
at all.
I think
I'm
they
not
was
copyright infringements of why they can't play that song.
But I think
We're not worried
okay.
about the outside.
If your friends or family is like rapping and it sounds like, you know, one fish, two fish, blue fish, red fish, I think that you should tell them like that's not for you. You know what I'm saying? I sit and listen to people know G shit. I sit and listen to people in the studio. You wasting money on all it is. Like at some point you gotta stop spending your money. That's not your lane. Like rapping not for you. You might be better off behind the scenes, like a producer or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do something else. Like y'all out here lying to y'all friends, and I don't be understanding what they saying. I don't even know what they talking about, or if they talking about it, somebody already else talked about it. Like y'all really like you really like. You really be lying to some people, like you be having.
It's a way out for
business first, though. But
okay, but business is business, okay?
Right.
And you're outsider looking in, like me. I'm not gonna say you some shit like, oh, you trash or nothing. But like I tell people all the time, stop DMing me your music, cause I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I'm gonna be like,
Well,
oh, you need to do better, or I ain't understand this, or this didn't make sense. What you was trying to say?
Let's talk about
Like,
that. Why do
shit.
y'all artists randomly DM people your music without a message?
oh my
I
god,
don't
I feel
know
like- I feel
y'all. Y'all just be in the DM, don't even introduce yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just a link.
They be like,
link,
No.
just a link and be like, post my shit.
No, I hate the DMs that be like, post this for me or like and comment on this. I'm not doing that, because if you really want me to do that, then I'm gonna really say how I feel.
I
You
hate
know what
that.
I'm saying? Like, don't DM me no snip clips of you jumping. Like, I hate. Let me tell y'all another thing I hate. I hate that. Like, okay, I'm a female. Females is really like the people who tune into music.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Y'all
told you
break-
this on
y'all
live.
break
I'm
songs.
like, I really want an artist to come out and like rap for the females.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck if you like. It's
There's
easy
too many
to
rappers
do.
out here trying to spin the bin. Like I get tired
You
of
know
that
what I'm
shit.
And
saying?
then spin the top.
I ain't spend shit.
like Raw Wave. I like him. Like, you feel that in your soul when he talk about. You know what I'm saying? Raw Wave hit a soul. Like Raw Wave hit a spot. Like, I'm
Be
like,
lying too
damn.
much
Like,
for me.
but he talk like he's talk. It's like everything he
It's
talk.
ghetto gospel for real.
Like
he talk
everything
shit,
he talk is like, damn. Like, okay, but he not talking like
so- You know when it hit
just
me,
evil the whole time.
I saw
like,
a
you know what I'm
kid
saying?
like 7, 8 singing this man lyrics word for word. And I was like, Dad,
You
that's
can
when you
feel
know it hit you.
I feel.
And then that's
Yeah.
another thing. I feel like artists gotta do it. Kids are listening to y'all. Like y'all can help a lot of kids. Some kids learn through music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like me, like
Music.
I'm a hands person. I couldn't sit in a class and just observe. Like, okay, she did this, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm hands on. I need you to come right here and teach me. You know what I'm saying? Or I could. It's crazy. I could listen to a song and remember it, but I can't remember what I studied to pass
Facts.
this test.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Music can help. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you gotta do more than just rapping about.
Hold on. Hey, look, let me ask you this, right? Because I put a post up one day, right? And I want your opinion because you are a female and you're a model. Because every video I see is 20 niggas with one dog or 30 niggas with two dogs.
Y'all don't understand. I went live with
I
him
don't
about
care.
this.
We not drilled. It's not drilled. We not. I understand
Right.
that was a time and that was a phase and that was quote unquote what's cool. Be yourself.
Right.
Come up with get a director, a real videographer that got a concept. Come and sit down with a concept. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
figure out something.
Hype
So all right,
videos.
boom. They were saying, oh, I'm not paying no woman because they want too much money. All right. So would you, if you heard a song, right, and somebody had a minor budget, would you be in the video if you liked the song, even though they didn't have a big, major budget?
Okay, cool. Look, I don't do videos, but I did some. Like y'all know, I did
Right.
that trail video, and I did like some other artist video. But I really based it off like I don't even care if the money right, because if the song trash, I don't want to be part of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even feeling it. Like I hate it here. Like that's my whole mood. Like you know what I'm saying? But like females like listening to outsiders, like that big budget shit, like they jump into it with a big budget and don't even got experience in it. Like me personally, like depending on what you want me to do, most of these niggas want you to be naked and lingerie. I'm not doing that for $150.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if it's for 5 minutes, cause this something that's gonna be on the internet for life.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Rather it don't gotta be trashy or me just like out there, but it's just a simple point. Like I'm exploring my body to the world, so I don't understand that when they don't want to pay or they make posts like I need models. Like who you think about to just show up for a video for free?
For free. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I tell artists all the times, like when they write me, like usually I forgot what they call it. Like they got like a whole little. Like they usually have like a videographer have like a whole little thing like with everything planned out. Like and I always be like, what I gotta do? And they just be like, sit and look pretty. I'd be like, I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to do that. I could do that. I could just listen to your song and post it.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? I like people to tell stories through music. So yeah, I'm not charging. So I'm not niggas. You don't gotta pay me. But most of the bitches they don't pay that money. The bitches they get like crackheads.
Yeah. It's a lot of crap.
They look burnt out. They look desperate.
They just picked them up
They
off better road.
look desperate. They look like they need $40. They look like they
picked them
smoke
up off better road. I'm actually just saying Capone's.
They just look worn out and tired. Like I needed this money. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. I hate everybody who claim they're a model.
So hold on, you said a key word. You said money. Listen, another thing, artists, stop having these racks and this money in your videos and then go skinny to everybody else. If you don't have the money, stop
Like, is
acting
it
like
fake?
you
Is
got
it
the
pop?
money. Yeah, I don't know what y'all doing. What somebody said, what y'all do? I've seen the old posts back in the day. Memes say, what y'all going outside selling the money? All these fake trappers, everybody trapping, everybody scamming, but nobody got no money.
I feel like this.
You're never gonna make it. Let me be clear, and I'm not even being funny. You're never gonna make it in music if you don't invest something into yourself. I ain't saying you gotta be the richest person coming into it, but you gotta, anything you do, you gotta invest in your craft. Because you be mad when DMV Hoodz and Newz post somebody or when Say Cheese post somebody. I see y'all in the comments because we follow each other. I see y'all in the comments, y'all be mad. Big mad, oh, eat some shit, why you don't post me? Well, you gonna post you on the platform for free? Dude, DM me.
That's
I ain't even.
anybody.
I can talk about it now because I already blocked the dude. Dude DM me. Yeah, he sent like a book about him. I ain't even had nothing to do with it. Talking about some, yeah, why DMV Hoodz and Newz don't post this on this platform, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, he was mad because DMV Hoodz and Newz won't post him for free. And I said, bro, that man built his platform to 60K followers on his own. You ain't do nothing to help him with that platform. What did you do to help DMV Hoodz and Newz? But you want DMV Hoodz and Newz to help you for free. Where do y'all get this from? That somebody's supposed to do something for you for free, but you done nothing to help them?
People with blue checks is paid me for promotion. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm just gonna say this. I feel like with anything you want to do in life, you gotta invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the first thing I like that makes me not able to tune into your music, you might be a lit artist or you might sound dope, but if I look at your video and it's like 100 niggas and it look like it's been shot on an iPhone and like or Android, like I'm not even gonna watch it.
Yeah, them iPhone videos too.
Okay,
For real.
some,
Some people don't even know.
Some, not
Some,
all.
Your
but
favorite
not
video
all.
man shot with an iPhone.
Like the editing, that's what it is. The editing be
editing.
off.
Yeah, it is.
Period. Like, period. I don't want to see that. Like, you know what I'm
I've
saying?
seen people-
Or a person, I have all these good songs, but the visuals is all the same. Like, this don't even go with the song. Like, I don't even know whose song it is because everybody rapping, all your friends rapping in the back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, nobody want to keep saying that. This is not back when Chief keep playing out all that house party shit. Like, we don't want to see you jumping up and down. I don't want to see that. I want to see. I want to see some visuals. I want to see a story. Like,
But
that's where it's at
That'd
now.
be our problem though. Like when you were saying, I don't want to get back on the go-go argument, but
People don't even want to invest a
having
dollar into
originality is the key.
It's the key to life.
It's sometimes
Be
like,
yourself.
okay, we got a sound, cool, we got a sound. It's nothing wrong with having a similar sound. Like, I think Gunna and Young Thug sound similar, but they don't sound alike. I don't think they're the same artists. You know what I'm saying? I know when I hear Gunna, I know when I hear Thug, but I hear influence of one another. I don't know if it's from them being around each other or if it's an Atlanta thing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that there's some similarities, but they different. It's different styles, it's different ad-libs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with, but when it come down to you just imitating somebody all the way down to the T. Listen, Chief Keef wave came in what, 2011? Because I was in federal
Nah, it was
prison.
a little bit late, was it?
Nah, I was in school, 2011, 2012.
So all right, so leave 2012 and 2012. You know what I'm saying? What Chief Keef did in 2012 and blew up with, and then okay, it's cool. Everybody mimicked it a little bit. We in 2020. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find your own way. Like YB and Cordae, I like Shorty because he don't talk no gangster shit. He's his own man. I met him in person before he blew, humble. I met him through Shout Out Pat is Dope. A lot of people in the area probably don't even know who Pat is. Pat is Dope.
Man.
What
should I call this store?
That's the littest interviewer, like that's who I was tuned into, like for all the DC artists, like or just lit shit going on was him, like
Pat
straight up.
is a solid. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the main reasons. He's a strong reason why things in our area get in Shoe City. Him, Stokey from Baltimore. It's a DMV Baltimore link up. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But they got that power over there at Shoe City. Where now you see the Mumbo sauce, New Balance and all. You know what I'm saying? That's why they was playing with us with the Philly and the Baltimore New Balance and the, you know, they played on that for promo. They know where it started at. They know where the New Balance started at. Y'all know, New Balance know where it started at. Come on, man.
Y'all know?
Y'all know, like, it's not even a question.
I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, so how do y'all feel about...
Why your lashes so long?
You don't like that? I always my lashes are always long.
Trying to bid on that at the end though. Oh,
no. Everybody not going to try me.
Because I couldn't see, like, I was trying, like, when she was like, go ahead.
My lashes always long, first and foremost. Long
what's the
lashes.
question?
Oh.
Ask your question.
Okay, my question is, how do y'all feel about, okay, like when we went live, remember we was talking about like how people feel away about Shy Glizzy being up now and not coming back. How do y'all feel about artists leaving
I want to go
and
first.
not coming back?
All right, listen. First and foremost, Shy Glizzy coming.
Yeah, I was about to say, we didn't even say
We gonna be
Glizzy
clear,
per
but
se.
let's do it like this, so I can answer this honest. I'm not ducking nothing with this.
Yeah,
All right?
because I'm going to answer last.
When you come from poverty, or you came from sharing clothes with your homies, or sharing shoes with your homies, right? And then you say, I'm about to start rapping. Nobody putting up on your studio time. Nobody giving you a ride to the studio. Nobody believing in you, right? And then all of a sudden, respect with the tech, or whatever, disrespect with the tech come, right? Now I'm still in jail, but I'm hearing about Marquise in prison, right? All right, boom. And I'm not saying the beginning part was him, I'm just saying like in general, like if you going through your struggle and then you reach the point where it break, right? All right, boom. Now it changed. The views going up. People starting to bump your music in the city.
Money coming in.
The money coming in. Now everybody got their hand out. But where was you when I was struggling? You feel what I'm saying? Where was you when I needed a place to stay? Where was you when I needed something to eat? You feel me? So if you didn't have that hand for me when I was down, why when I'm up, why I owe you something? I don't owe you anything. And I think that's people's biggest misconception. Like, of course you're supposed to do for your neighborhood if you got it and whatever. But we don't know people's financial situations. You know what I'm saying? You might be worth $1 million. That don't mean you got $1 million.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? And then
but he's smart.
Yeah, but if you live in a certain type of lifestyle, if you live in $1 million lifestyle, you got $1 million bills. You feel what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's only so much you can do. But guess what? I watched Shop try to put on a lot of people in the beginning. And I'm watching this from jail. You feel me? I'm asking about, what's up with so-and-so? Oh, yeah, he Glizzy Gang now. What's up with Voodoo? Oh, he Glizzy Gang now. He made a whole gang. He tried to, but everybody want to rap. Nobody want to say, you know what? I'm going to be the road manager or
let me be the
let me be the this and that. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'm going to be the videographer, Shy, or let me be the, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the driver for when you need to go places. Everybody want to be the man. Nobody wanted to play a role. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying them. I don't know them little niggas personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that
in any situation.
Yeah, when it be like that, he put Glizzy Gang was a lot, bruh. When I came home, it was so many Glizzy pages. Everybody had Glizzy on the name, end of their name.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And then he had to put an end to it. So it was no more Shot Glizzy. Now I'm Hefe. It's still Glizzy Gang, but if you don't see him around me, it is what it is, because at the end of the day, he really did try to help people. You know what I'm saying? You can't help the world. You know what I'm saying? But what am I supposed to do? I put somebody on, and now you want to be bigger than me, but I put you on. What happened to us just getting money together? Why you guys want to be... Now you got to be the man.
Is this just in general or just about Shaq Glizzy?
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm saying in general, but I just use that I use that name because everybody speak on that like so heavy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like every time he come here about the program or just anything they see him winning, he's always brought up about what he don't do.
People bipolar too though. They be the same ones
like
that
me
talk bad about you. Be the same one in your comment section.
I'm gonna let you go.
With the hot eyes and I love
Well,
Shaq.
when I first started DMV Hoodz and Newz, I was kind of critical of Shaq Glizzy. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point I was like, you know, I would see Glizzy Gang members still in the hood, posted up. I would hear about Glizzy Gang members, you know, evolving themselves, past tense, evolving themselves in illegal activity while you have $1 million. So I would kind of criticize them, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, in criminal activity. And the thing about that is that what I learned is that you can't tell motherfuckers, you can't just make motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, leave and come on after a time. You know, you start to learn.
God.
You know what I'm saying? You started to learn about the situation. And some people just love the streets, you know what I'm saying? Some people just love the lifestyle that they live in and don't want to grow from that at the same time too. And that's one thing I learned over the time. So that's just anybody in general though. You can't make everybody change though. You know what I'm saying? You can't make everybody change overnight or probably even ever, you know what I'm saying, for real. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I had to learn over time regards in that situation and so forth, you know what I'm saying? And another thing is, just in general, when the big artist on his way to mainstream or even the mainstream, he put that stamp on you, you know what I'm saying? You can't always rely on that person too, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he put the stamp on me. He's got to keep pushing me. Now you got to push yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You got to push yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, all right, he gave me the Glizzy name, so I'm gonna run with it. I think one artist out of Glizzy gang that definitely would have blew up if he ain't died was 30 Glizzy. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, 30.
I really believe he would have blew up because he ain't just be like, oh, I'm with Shy Glizzy team, so I'm automatically gonna blow up. Nah, he came in and he stayed consistent.
He did the work.
He did the work. He was putting in the work heavy. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I really believe at that time, you know what I'm saying, he would have definitely would have did it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And not just because off the back he was with Glizzy Gang. So that's just anybody that's doing something and you got that main muscle in that thing. Don't just rely on that muscle. Just go ahead and you know what I'm saying? Learn how to thrive with it. You know what I'm saying? So forth. You know what I'm saying? Man,
I agree to an extent. But me, see, I'm on the opposite spectrum of all of that. I'm probably gonna be like that a little while. I feel like if you make it to us, regardless if you have money, cause I'm the type of dude money don't impress me. How you carry yourself, your character, that's what impresses me. So if you get to a certain level where you can give back, man, you don't have to look for nothing. You don't gotta necessarily be. You could put people on, but don't nobody gotta know you putting people on. You feel me? You gotta I don't know, cause it's tricky for real. Like I feel like we all should be held accountable by somebody to give back for real. You have to, like, we should be obligated to do that. Like, you should want to see our people. Like, I'm big on our people. How we gonna advance? Like, it's deeper than music. Like, I love music, but none of us were created to be rappers, artists, basketball players. None of that. We were created to be good people. We were created to be, especially black people. This is real, and this is me. So y'all will see this. I'm gonna be on this spectrum a lot of times. But all of that is cool. But when you go to sleep at night and you close that door and you here by yourself, though, none of that money matter. You can't die with that money. You can't do nothing. What are you doing for your people? That's what motivates me. That's what impresses me. Oh, y'all got this money. All right, that's cool.
I got a question.
I got something to say.
I got a question on that though. Hold on, one quote. Hold on. You know I got you. Whole time. I got one question. If everybody here was to have $1 billion right now, hit their account, what would be the first thing y'all would do?
We gonna start with.
We start with.
Yeah, go ahead, step ahead.
I would start with my immediate family, like people that was there for me when I was down, in every situation, when I was shy, when I was locked up, whatever, and I would make sure everything is cut. All they debt, anything, make sure all that's straight first before I start getting people houses and all that, whatever. But I would take care of that first, because in that way, once we get the house and all that, boom, boom, everybody will keep it. And then after the houses and everybody straight, and then the business, a family business, something that we can have forever. You know what I'm saying? Because like my last name's Scott. They got Scott Tissue, and I don't own that, and I feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But I would want something with, you know what I'm saying, for my family that's like that lasts forever. Scott Tissue ain't going nowhere. You don't need to wipe your ass to the end of time.
And that's what really matters. What are you leaving behind?
Yeah, so I want to, but before I even help the world, I gotta help my family first. That's the first and foremost thing that I would do.
Okay. So me personally, if I get $1 billion, of course, I'm looking out for all my close ones, like, period. Like, my family comes first. So that's just that. But outside of that, like, I'm going to be helping people. I might come up with my own charity or something to help people, you know, who had a lifestyle like, well, I ain't have a bad lifestyle my whole life, but I ain't have the perfect, like, people would see me on Instagram and be like, you know, but I went through some shit, like, as a child, as a mother, and also, and I just want to help people who've been in my situation, because I know, like, I don't feel like it's nobody in the world. Like, I feel like it's thousands of people who went through what I went through, you know what I'm saying, who can't do nothing for themselves, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to look out for the ones who had my kind of lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So.
Exactly. Okay. What would you do?
Me personally, I do the same. You gotta look out for family first. So that's like you going to war, so they be like, I like to thank God first. You gotta say that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's real. You gotta look out for family, because that's your backbone. But other than that, besides that, I want to start a school. I want to start a school in different communities: Northeast, Southeast, Southwest, Northwest. Then go out to Maryland. So like, I want to give, like, my brother Jimmy Jenkins. Shout out Jimmy Jenkins and Miss Saymon. They starting their own. They starting a high school. A lot of people don't know this. It's gonna be in Southeast, a charter school. It's called the Garden School of Business, and the School of Business and Entrepreneurship should be here by 2021. They're having a public hearing on February 24th. So I would want to start. I would want to do something like that. You know, start a school, because that education is where everything starts. That's what helped me. Like, me going to college, that showed me like that's a real school. That showed me that it's more than life. It's more than life just DC and the corner store. You really open your eyes. So I want to start a school.
I think right there for me, you know what I'm saying, I'm very not pro gentrification. So everybody say, oh yeah, I'm gonna help the fam. My fam won't get the cash. Like, I'm just sending the fam the cash up. Yeah, y'all gotta deal with this yourself. But I'm gonna help I'm definitely gonna send the bread. I'm gonna send y'all the bread. The cash y'all gonna be good. But at the end of the day, I feel like I just want to take care of the city first. And I think the first thing I would want to do is, honestly, I would go broke probably within a year on that $1 billion, trying to save my, you know, prevent my city from being pushed out. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. I'm buying every home on my block back. You know what I'm saying?
Something that's gonna come back to you, money.
Yeah, not even just. No, I will go broke. I wouldn't even lie to you though. Let me say, I would have my money. When I would hold on.
Okay, exactly.
I would, nah, I said go broke.
He said that's crazy.
Nah, it's not. But what would be an issue with that if you going broke to help others? It's not like you going broke party and
I'm
pop
not
a
going
bottle.
broke.
Need some money.
I'm not going broke. I'm
But
not
hold
going
on,
broke.
hold on.
That's
Let me
some
finish
money.
on that.
Hold
Let me
on,
finish
no,
on
I
that.
gotta stop.
I'm not going
I gotta
to.
stop.
Hold on, let me finish. One, I'm not going to go broke. I mean, like, just not literally. I'm going to go broke. I'm going to open up businesses and stuff to keep profit and income for myself and my generation after that. That's first and foremost.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not literally going to go
Once
broke.
you go broke, who gonna help you?
But if I was to have $1 billion right now, that's one of the things I would go. I would have a program to help people that are getting displaced out of Washington D.C. I would help, those who are owing, property tax and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying, and grants to help out people in the community, people who needs to buy their property or their businesses and so forth. People for DC natives that's been here for over 20 years. That's the first thing I would get. The second thing I would get is not only a shelter, because it's a couple of shelters in DC. They're not big enough and stuff like that. I would like to have a whole, not just, how like you have a rehab center, you have a shelter, you have like, this what I would make. I would literally buy the whole St. Elizabeth's up and buy a rehabilitation center to clean, a restart center. I would call it a restart center. You know what I'm saying? And I would call it a restart center. You won't just get cleaned up. You won't be just taken off the streets. You know what I'm saying? You will also have psychological, people going through mental disorders and stuff like that.
Should be.
You know what I'm saying? Also, you know what I'm saying? Job, trades, apprenticeships, and stuff like that. I think that's the first and foremost.
Hold on.
But I got
wrap up episode 1.
Yeah.
So in closing,
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They gave me a headache from the go-go part. I just been...
Cause man, don't mute
behind the
DC,
scenes
don't mute Dom Oro.
The behind the scenes is crazy.
Yeah.
This your boy Davey Hoodz and Newz. This is the Hoodz and Newz show, man. Episode number 2 is coming next week, man. Y'all definitely stay in tune. This first episode was a mess, y'all. We're gonna do better, man.
stay tuned.